Hello and welcome to the UCLL campus in Diepenbeek. Today we're going to take a look around campus and show you why this campus is great. It consists of four main buildings. The Technology Building, consisting of multiple blocks, the Ordo Building, which also consists of multiple blocks, the R Building and the S Building. All of these buildings have their unique style and places. And we're going to take a look around at the ones students love. As a quick side note, this video was shot with a 360-degree camera, which means you can look around and move the cameras yourself. The filming crew pops up every now and then. Can you spot them in every single segment? Leave a comment with the ones you found.
Now we'll start at the first interesting place, which is definitely the most important one as well. The student refectory, located in the technology building. As you can see, there's a lot of room for a lot of students. Whenever we enter the refectory, it always smells like someone's cooking some good food. There are some standard items on the menu every day, like sandwiches, crocs, paninis, donuts, sausage rolls and much more. But there is also a different dish to choose from every day. Those meals are tasty and not too expensive for a student. Or, of course, for a teacher, because the teachers can eat here as well. It's a great place to be when it's lunchtime to relax and take a break with your fellow students or colleagues from all the classes. There's a couple of different areas we'll be looking into now.
In this part of the refectory, the students, and of course the teachers as well, can order the daily menu. There's something else on the menu every day, and the catering is very flexible. You can, for example, choose if you want your dish to be accompanied by fries, croquettes or even mashed potatoes. This is also where you can find the donuts and other pastries for in the morning, like a chocolate roll or a croissant. Or if you just need a small coffee, it's all perfectly possible. You could also get some fresh soup to eat with your own bread.
Here we're at the sandwich bar. This is where you guessed it, the sandwiches are made. You can choose between a lot of pre-made sandwiches that were made earlier that day. And there's a great variety of them. Sandwiches with bacon, with cheese, with salmon or with ham. There's something for everyone. You can even customize your sandwich at the bar, if you, for example, wouldn't want any tomatoes on it. This is also where you can get a panini or a sausage roll if you like that instead of a sandwich.
This is the salad bar. Really the place to be if you love to eat salads or simply like eating some cold pasta. You can just pick up a plate and add as much salad as you can. There is also some pasta to combine with your favorite salad, or just pasta if you want that. And of course, this is all for a student-friendly price.
Now we have moved to the Orto building. The room we're standing in right now is the most spacious room of the whole building, and it's big enough to even host some small events. It gives access to the B block, which is currently undergoing construction, and the A block, in which some practical lab rooms for both technology and chemistry can be found. If you take a look around, you can see that there's also a very big red door. This door is the entrance to the biggest auditory on the campus, which is part of the reason why this room is so big. There's never a jam of people when they're waiting for their class to start. If you look to the right of the red door, you can also see a guardrail and some stairs. These stairs lead to a small room in which students can relax and study a bit like the room underneath the library. But this room is a bit more noisy, because there's always people walking through the room.
Only a few steps to the left, we have the secretariat. Here they keep all of the students' information, and this is the place to go to if you have any questions about anything. They also hand out your new student ID cards and keep track if you have been absent legally. If you are lost or can't find the classroom you need to be in, or if you're late for an exam, you can always go to them and they'll gladly help you out. They also provide you with a list of books you need for your subjects, and they even sell the ones written by the teachers themselves. It's in other words the main hub for all the information you ever need.
Now we have arrived at the library. The words speak for itself. It's a place where all students can lend out books and study peacefully. If you take a look around, you can see it's very spacious and there's a lot of tables for the students to sit by. There is also a bunch of computers at the other side of the pillars, which can be used to work for school since a lot of the more technological programs are installed on those. It's a perfect place to study a bit or work quietly on a group project without having to cope with the buzzy sound of the refectory.
Underneath the library, there's a small room with a decently big but very comfortable sofa. This room also houses some drinks and cookie dispensers, as well as a small coffee machine. It's connected to the N and the P block, so it's mostly used by students that are waiting for their classes to start. But very often you can see students just relaxing or studying here, because this place is perfect. There's food, drinks, and the toilets are just right there as well. It's one of the favorite student spots, and it's never too busy either.
If we walk a bit further into the technology building and go up some stairs, we can find an auditory. In here, the students get interesting things every single day. The seats in this place are able to move around in a lot of directions, which is great for the students that can't sit still. As you can see, the auditory is also equipped with a beamer, which can be connected to your laptop, but it can also be used to zoom in on the papers that you're writing on as a teacher. That way, the students can always follow what you're doing without having to use the chalkboard. The auditory also has a high-tech panel at the front for adjusting the lighting of the place, so you can always have the optimal lighting for your lessons.
A bit further down the hall, we have some small labs for the electronics subjects. They are very well equipped with appliances that your everyday electronics students will need. There's multimeters, function generators, oscilloscopes, and even transformers. If you're short of a capacitor or resistor, that won't be a problem either. There's a large closet filled to the brim with them. And much more like girls, old boards to recycle components from, and even jumper cables. It's everything you'd ever need to make the most complicated circuits and test them out.
Here we're standing in between the R building and the Ortho building behind us. You can see the iron bridge into another great area of the campus, but more of that in the next segment. Here we can see that the R building is a very modern building, and to enter it you need to cross the bridge in front of it. If you look around, you can see some parking spots, but there are only a few in between the different buildings. The bigger parking is at the right of the R building, and you can fit a lot more cars there.
Now we're standing in the entrance of the R building. About a year ago, there was not much to see here, but now there's some chairs and tables, and it's a rather cozy area to relax in when you have a break. But the biggest difference they made was the machine that you can see in the corner. There's a Starbucks on the go spot. You can always get an amazing and hot Starbucks coffee, and you can even customize it with lots of different options. There's also tea bags and an option just to get some warm water, so you can make tea. Sometimes there's even some cookies next to the machine, so you can come here after an early morning class and relax with some outstanding coffee and some sweet cookies. A lot of sleepy students also go here to get some work done, because in this area you always keep your caffeine levels high enough. Any student that appreciates a nice cup of Starbucks coffee can always be found here.
This is the walkway located outside, connecting the R building with the S building. If you take a look around, you can see that there's some volleyball nets trained in the middle of the grassy field next to the walkway. When it's summer, the field is filled with students having their lunch breaks, playing volleyball, just relaxing or even studying quietly at the side of the field. It's an area that's full of life when the sun starts coming out. If you look back at the R building, you can also see that there's space to park your bicycle underneath the iron bridge. It's perfect for students that rent a small apartment close to the campus, or simply those who wish to be eco-friendly.
We have arrived at the final destination of our campus tour, the S building. This is the most recently built building, apart from the ones that are being built now, and it looks very modern on both the inside and the outside. It contains a lot of classrooms, as well as a bigger room all the way on top of the stairs. The bigger room is a bit like the one located underneath the library. drink and cookie dispensers and a lot of chairs and tables. It's another nice spot to relax during lunchtime or study last minute before an exam at the end of the year. This is where we conclude the tour of the UCLL campus in Diepenbeek. We try to cover the most interesting and important places, but of course there's still a lot more to see. If you need some more information to convince yourself of studying here, you can always send an email. All the contact information can be found on the UCLL website.